So Dragon Ball Super episode 130 just aired, and a lot can be said about what ended up happening. To be honest, it was one of the greatest episodes Dragon Ball Super has to offer and was really entertaining for what might be the last fight between Goku and Jiren. The pace and destruction was really captured in this episode with the animation and directing. You really could feel the immense power coming through the two shirtless, musclified, manliest men in the whole universe going at 100%. This testosterone imbued fight is what makes Dragon Ball what it is and why everyone loves the fighting. When Goku Ultra Instinct theme comes on, you know you done f***ed up. If you told someone 10 years ago that there will be a Dragon Ball anime where Goku is teamed up with Frieza and Android 17 against an alien and they are trying to save the universe, everyone would have looked at you like you're crazy and stupid for thinking of such a thing.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
But this time round in Dragon Ball Super, it actually feels really good to see everyone working together due to the development everyone has had thanks to the anime. Frieza saving Goku with his ki blast actually shocked me, because was it just me? I thought that Frieza death beamed Goku at the last second and that's why Goku went down, and I also thought that Goku was actually going to give Jiren his ki instead of knocking him out the tournament. So since Goku knows they will win by numbers, that's what I thought was going to happen. Let me know if you guys had the same thought process. Episode 130 of Dragon Ball Super lived up to my expectations. I'm actually surprised. The choreography actually had some thought behind it this time, instead of being literal gifs of 100 punches being thrown here and there. A lot of development took place in this episode for both Goku and Jiren. Goku literally caused Jiren to have a mental breakdown and become evil for a second. Let's break everything down as to why. Jiren is overall the obvious antagonist of this whole Tournament of Power arc. From the get-go, we know that he is the most powerful and formidable opponent, but is Jiren a great character to fill this role? If in a story an antagonist is obviously nothing more than a plot device to move it into a certain direction, we often can't emphasize with them, believe in their motives, or understand why they are dishing out their acts of hindering the protagonist, which is Goku in this case. A key thing every writer must do is to give us an origin story of the antagonist, or show us something they regret, or possibly how they can change. In this case of Jiren, we all know how some parts of the community feels about this bland, cliche backstory regarding his sensei dying, which causes him to believe power is absolute. The argument between fans discussing if Jiren has a great backstory can go on for years to come. I personally feel it was nothing unique and anticlimactic due to the build-up they had caused in the writing, but one thing they did correctly with Jiren is giving him regret, sorrow, and a possibility to change his ideals, since he once did have comrades and people he once called friends, similar to Goku. This is why in Dragon Ball Super in episode 130 we can clearly see the Nakama friendship direction they have taken, with Goku's plot device to convince Jiren into believing that friends and family are needed, and in one way an interpretation of becoming the strongest version of yourself. This is a simple yet effective plot that works in every single shonen anime, since we can all relate to it in some way and it forces development. It also coincides with Jiren's backstory, since he isn't evil, but in reality he's someone who is close-minded due to his past, and he's trying to save his own universe at the same time. At the very end, Jiren even acknowledges Goku and says he will remember him for the rest of his life, just as he is about to knock him out. One thing that went wrong with Jiren's character in Dragon Ball Super is that a great antagonist in a story needs to be personified, in which we need to be shown that they are believable and have motives early on, something we can attach ourselves to. Maybe by showing something that they did which was kind, or a weakness they have for something, but Dragon Ball Super left this towards the very end of the anime for Jiren in the last 4 episodes, which caused him to be lackluster. Pure evil in an anime or story is dull and unbelievable and predictable in an antagonist, but that's not what Jiren is. Jiren is facing Goku to save his universe, and he is cocky in a sense that he believes power is absolute. He probably hasn't needed to go 100% against an opponent in a very long time. Goku unlocked mastered Ultra Instinct in such a short period of time, with the opposite ideals of family being everything caused Jiren to have a mental breakdown. Jiren's mental breakdown and remembering his past actually made him become evil for a second. I mean, Vegeta didn't even do this until he became Majin Vegeta again, which caused all his evil to manifest within him. Jiren literally tried to massacre Universe 7 viewers and kill them. I don't understand how he isn't disqualified for trying to do so, since Frost did a similar thing. Jiren's intentions was to cause harm to innocent people. This development of Jiren doing this may sway fans into hating him even more, or liking that development and that aspect. I personally feel like Jiren should lose now. It made me lose respect for his character. It seemed pathetic and a last ditch effort for someone like Frieza would do and has done in the past. Jiren seemed like a stoic and proud character to me, but because of that mental breakdown and facing Goku, who is more powerful than him, Jiren's inner demons came out for a moment, and it speaks volumes on what someone can become when they are lost in their past. The justice and the pride troopers he seemed to be the leader of went right out the window. Goku mentions that he isn't a hero of justice. This finally coincides with what Toriyama said and felt about Dragon Ball Z, since it made Goku seem like a hero or Superman type figure when he's not. And Toriyama didn't really like that aspect of Goku in the anime, so Goku simply loves fighting and is just protecting his friends, which is reinforced by that statement now. Great antagonists in a story or anime are often a dark reflection of the hero. Just look at Naruto, Berserk, Monster, Death Note, Fullmetal Alchemist. This is useful because it can show us when a hero and villain realizes their differences and what makes the hero who he is, in this case Goku. Goku is the opposite of Jiren, and an effective antagonist can actually be the best catalyst to a hero's growth and keep us enticed. Jiren did just this in the tournament. Jiren is one of the sole reasons the Tournament of Power arc has been so interesting, since we kept asking on a weekly basis, how is Goku gonna defeat him? How is Goku gonna destroy Jiren? How is he gonna unlock Ultra Instinct? Goku admits it himself that Jiren is a single-handedly the hardest hitting opponent he's come across, and Jiren has caused Goku to achieve Ultra Instinct. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Jiren is on the quality and levels of Light Yagami, Father from Fullmetal Alchemist, Griffiths from Berserk. In fact, Jiren is nowhere close to the realm of depth and quality writing which makes them so great. Jiren is basically an antagonist that does the job. He hits some of the key criteria needed for the Dragon Ball franchise to keep progressing and allows the power scaling to keep going. He's basic as hell, yet it works in the Dragon Ball universe because this is what the anime has always been offering. I don't know how to describe it at the moment about my feelings on why I actually loved Jiren and Goku in this tournament. Obviously one part is nostalgia, but I guess I needed to address that in the future. To me, this episode was almost perfect. It was exciting to watch and brought back the classic Dragon Ball Z style fight sequences that we all love, and on top of all of that, it had a twist which I didn't really see coming. Jiren's mental breakdown and the way he's been portrayed is essentially a douchebag at this point. I was backing him initially before the past 4 episodes, but not really anymore. Seeing him become so petty and evil by trying to kill the people in the stands made Jiren a hypocrite in his ideals and what he represents, and he seems to be a loser to me now. Maybe his redemption story in the manga or future episodes will be great. I now want Goku and Universe 7 to win and destroy this Jiren's stupid ideals. Seeing what Goku actually wishes for is also keeping us guessing and invested into the story, and I really want to see what happens. Also, since Goku is someone that forgives people, I'm guessing it will be to bring everyone back to their own universe. Or actually, Frieza is going to win the tournament and wish for something which causes the Dragon Ball Super movie to occur at the end of 2018. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this analysis and breakdown of what happened in episode of Dragon Ball Super. Make sure to smash the like button, notification button and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.